Hello students, let us start the lecture 2 of the linear equations. We start with the row equivalent. All these you know very well. Row equivalent, what is row equivalent means? Uh, what um, what is row equivalent? Row equivalent means if A be a given matrix and after given some row operations, elementary row operations, we get another matrix B, then A and B are called row equivalent. Okay, now we have a theorem that if A and B are two row equivalent matrices and Ax equal to 0 comma Bx equal to 0, two system of homogeneous equations, then they have exactly the same solution. Two row equivalent system have exactly the same solutions. Next, row reduced matrix. Row reduced matrix, recall what is row reduced matrix. Row reduced matrix, you have studied it in detail in your undergraduate classes. So the first element of each row must be 1 and the other elements in the column of this 1 they will be 0. That is row reduced matrix. Now we have a theorem that if A is every matrix A is row equivalent to a row reduced matrix. That means if you are given a matrix capital A, then after giving some row elementary row operations, you must get a row reduced matrix. Row reduced echelon matrix. What is row reduced echelon matrix? It is, first of all, it is row reduced. That means the first non-zero element of each row will be 1. Each non-zero row will be 1. What is non-zero row? If a row contains at least one non-zero element, it is called non-zero row, and if a row contains all the zero elements, it is called zero row. So the first non-zero element of each non-zero row must be 1, and the column this one is called leading one, and the column which contains the leading one of some row have all other elements are 0, and then that means it must be row reduced. And a third condition is that if the first non-zero row occurs in some column k, then the second non-zero leading one will occur in some column which is more than k. Okay. Next we have a theorem that every matrix A is row equivalent to a row reduced echelon matrix. That means after giving some elementary row operations, a matrix can be reduced to a row reduced echelon matrix. Okay, next theorem is that let capital A be an m cross n matrix where m less than n, that means number of rows is less than number of unknowns, then the system of equations, homogeneous system of equation Ax equal to 0 must have a non-trivial solution. Non-trivial solution means we know that a homogeneous equation has always the trivial solution x equal to 0. So the question is whether it has a non-trivial solution x not equal to 0 or not. So if number of rows less than number of variables, it has. Next, theorem 7. Okay, I have put the number of the theorems according as in the book of Hoffman and Kunze. Okay, so theorem 7, let A be a square matrix of order n. A is row equivalent to the identity matrix of order n if and only if the homogeneous system of equation Ax equal to 0 has the unique solution, zero solution. It has the only solution 0, null solution. It has no other solution. It is if and only if condition. Okay, I am not going detail in the proof. You may study it in the proofs, and these are all you have studied in your under UG level. Next, what is a non-homogeneous system? Ax equal to y. If the right hand side is not equal to 0, then the system is called the non-homogeneous system. Okay, in case of non-homogeneous system, we construct the augmented matrix A dash. How we construct? We take the matrix, whole matrix A, and to the right hand side we take the y as extra column, then we form the augmented matrix. Okay, fine. Next, it is discussed in the book of Hoffman-Kunze about the matrix multiplication. I am not going detail. Probably you have studied the book of S.K. Mappa in undergraduate level. What is matrix multiplication and how these are formed, everything you know, and what are the properties, associative properties, etc. All you know. I am not going detail. Okay, so where I am coming is elementary matrix. Fine. What is elementary matrix? Elementary matrix means if you use a single elementary row operation to the identity matrix, it is called elementary matrix. The matrix obtained is called elementary matrix. Okay, next theorem we have, if E be an elementary row operations, then E of A, E of I equal to capital E be a matrix, then for any m cross n matrix, if we apply the operation small e, we just actually what we do, we just multiply A with E. It is pre-multiplication. Next we have the corollary, let A and B be two m cross n matrices, then B is row equivalent to A if and only if B can be written as P into A, where P is a product of elementary matrices. P is a product of elementary matrices. Later we will see this theorem in some other form.